Well, hello everyone. This is Raquel, and I want to welcome you. It is the solstice, June 20 of 2024, the summer solstice here in the northern hemisphere, the winter solstice in the southern. And we are in, once again, an incredibly powerful gateway. And this one is accelerating so much that is really starting to show up in the outer reality. And what I mean by this is, as we go through this particular gateway, next level frequencies are hitting the planet. And guess what? It's not selective. It is bombarding everyone that is alive on this planet, whether they are aware of it and whether or not they've done their inner work or not. So we are really being called into a level of mastery to understand what is transpiring on a global level while still walking through our day-to-day experience as an awakened being of light, as one who is destined to usher in this massive shift over that we are experiencing. And the shift over doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a sneeze or just the calendar year. Many of us who have been on this path have been on this path our entire life and truly awake for sometimes up to 40 years, sometimes up to 60 years. So we know that this process is ongoing, and this particular solstice is just another example of the, how could I say it, acceleration of this ascension process. And with that, the amount of energy that is coming onto the planet and the reactions of most of humanity being completely unconscious and spiraling, quite frankly, out of control for a lot of people. So as we continue on this trajectory and the shift out from the old holographic binary magnetics, the old lunar that we have been existing in for millions of years, at least hundreds of thousands of years, and definitely this entire lifetime, as this continues to come apart and the new solar magnetics come online. This is hitting at the element level, the elemental, and not to be confused with the elementals, meaning the fairies and the gnomes and those kinds of elementals. I'm talking about the elements, the building blocks of what we experience in this reality. I'm talking the periodic table. I'm talking the underlying frequency makeup of this reality. And the codes that are coming onto the planet right now are doing just that. We have watched over the last several years, some more aware of it than others, the shifts in the Schumann frequency, the shifts in the solar flares. And all of this is absolutely aligned. It is nothing to be concerned about. It is not destructive in nature. This is the actual change at the electromagnetic that we have been talking about for quite a while. And so we go through magnetic peaks, we go through periods of time when the solar flares are stronger than most, and the last month that has been particularly true once again. And that literally is affecting everything. And at a collective, at a quantum level, We are starting to recognize, those of us who are in the fray, or above the fray, I guess is the way to say it, above the fray, who are in the real world, meaning in corporate America and in government and that kind of positioning. We're starting to notice cracks in the system, if you will. We're starting to notice things coming apart, and a changeover that is fundamentally at the core of the ascension process. What do I mean by that? As we continue receiving higher frequencies, as we unlock from the inverted experience of separation and duality, which is exactly what we're doing, it is triggering a change at every level of existence. And most of us are pretty much unaware of that until we start to see systems and corporations and ways in which the world has operated starting to come apart. Hopefully, little by little, and also understanding and standing in your sovereign truth that right behind all of this, all of the new systems are ready. They're there, and they are ready to be, quote unquote, downloaded by those who are holding a high enough consciousness to actually receive those instructions, those information packets, and who are really aligned to help with the tangible shift over in the reality. And so this gateway that we're going through and the codes that are coming through right now are very accelerated, and they are very much solar codes, sun codes. No surprise, right? With all the solar flares and all the changes that have been and continue to happen. And as those codes continue, they are catalyst at the next level for the shift over from the binary electromagnetics into the solar tri-wave magnetics. And this has to happen in stages. There is no flipping a switch and boom, we're there. That would have been the complete destruction of our planet and everything, all life upon her. And that's not what we signed up for. We signed up for actually shifting out of this binary into the organic while alive, while in a body. And to do that requires a level of mastery that is, well, unprecedented, I'm going to say. And so with that, recognizing that the codes coming in are affecting every level of consciousness, and that includes yours. That includes yours and the opportunity to integrate and to transform. But also recognizing everyone is going through this process, whether they are aware of it or not. And the level of understanding and compassion and observance and witnessing from a state of neutrality, a state of really understanding. Most will not understand what is going on, but will be reacting nonetheless. And so as the forerunners, as those of us who are on this path and have been for a while, I invite you to really remember that as you interface day to day with all those beautiful beings in your life, in your professions, where you work. We are here to unlock all of this from within the system. And so many of you who are working in corporate America, who are in the trenches, You are the strongest of the warriors, and you are destined to really unlock everything with your frequency, with your light, and with your wisdom from within. Whether you are a cashier just interfacing with people, or whether you are a CEO, a CFO, a VP, a manager, whatever position you're in, I guarantee you are there on purpose. And I guarantee you are there to stand in the higher frequencies and as an emissary for this ascension process. Remember, we are the light warriors. We are the ones who are first up to integrate all of these beautiful codes and then to stand in our sovereignty and be the leadership, be the way showers. And leadership does not necessarily mean in the corporate America, it means leading by example in every aspect of our lives. Woo, that was a lot for a summer solstice or a winter solstice, but it is truth, and recognizing that's who you are, to stop doubting any questioning of whether you are here on purpose, on path, and if you are actually walking that path from the highest level of mastery. That is the goal, and that is what these beautiful influxes of light, the solar codes, the sun codes, the diamond codes, are allowing you to do as you continue to awaken from within. Hi, I'm Raquel, and I am an ascension guide, helping you to awaken and remember your quantum self. I provide a holistic, multifaceted, and comprehensive approach to your awakening and ascension, bringing you to the cutting edge of consciousness while expanding your ability to live multidimensionally. You are a divine, sovereign being of light, and it's time to remember. Explore my website, raquelspencer.com, to learn about becoming your quantum self.